That ability isn't ready yet. I don't have enough energy.
That guy's funny. We get free fights. Oh, he's getting low. This is a close fight. Hey, baby. What's up, pumpkin pie? Quit it, Mike Perry. Yankees suck. Orioles forever. I did gigs there, so I got paid. Didn't give a fuck. The pizza was great. So Itsy.
Don't have a target. Not enough energy. range.
I'm gonna pass on, let my group get a lot of the stock, because I've been getting some good drops from these dungeons. Learning who's who. Warrior, Paladin, Hunter. So Raps is the... No wonder it's such a safe group. Where are we going? Oh. Oh, okay. I'm new. Excuse me. Oops. Wow, this group is really good. Wait, we got it. Oh, it's a pet. Oh wait, I didn't, yeah, there we go.
Van Cleef pays big for your heads.
Nice.
I need to get closer. I'm not ready yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Isn't ready yet. I have to not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Oh yeah. We're in dungeon, baby. Sorry about that. I get so locked in. Yeah, we can do a Warcraft Rumble after this.
You there! Check out that noise! We're under attack! The blast just swelled! Repel the invaders!
I can do that. Not enough energy.
Frick.
Landlubbers are tougher than I thought. I'll have to improvise.
closer. This ability isn't ready. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Too far away. Not ready. I can't do that. Not enough energy. Not ready yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. This ability isn't ready yet. I don't have enough.
Excuse me.
None may challenge the Brotherhood.
I can't carry any more of those.
Alright, we did Deadmines. You go to Booty Bay, I think, and walk.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what can I help you with?
All good.
See you around. Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what can I help you with?
Alright, we can do some Warcraft Rumble.
Have a good one.
Alright, let's see. So Defias today. The heck? Copy. They're great. Gives the guild a reason to get together and dance like bears. His last words, actually, in fact. It always seems too good that you don't know that you got until it's gone. Big 56. So I understand. I have champion mindset. Be right back, guys. Gonna take a quick stretch break. Oh yeah, I love the Deadmines. I want to do Deadmines again. We'll do a Rumble. I'm gonna play more. Alright guys, I'm back. It is so nice outside. Let's do a little Warcraft Rumble. Let's see if it'll run. Rumble. It's so nice outside. Might take a break in a bit, but I'm having fun. I'm not really in a hurry today. Here, let me see if I can get this to work. Here, let's log off. We'll come back to Warcraft in a second. This window capture. Boom. Check it out. Let's go. Yeah, let's Everything looking good on your guys' end? I'm stuck on this hard mission. Can you see it? Is it working here? I gotta reload the stream. The stream got messed up.
More bones to gnaw!
Having no reception. Here, can I check on the computer? Let's reload. Wow, the stream is so behind. I think I'm getting bad internet today. I can't even check anything. I don't even know if I'm online still. Am I still live? Okay. Internet slow today. Hogwarts patrols look tough. Crash me on top of the... to take them out. That should keep our Griffin Riders safe to take out those brutes. Oh, there's Murlocs.
Dingo! Taz Dingo!
Money, money, money!
What's the plan?
Shiny!
Oh shit.
Hammer time!
Oh, we got timer. We got timer. Crap, I didn't realize that.
Taz Dingo!
What's the plan?
Oh shit. Okay, good.
Dingo!
We gotta go.
Cosmodon! Hammer time!
Ah shit, I think I lost. Go. Ah, I lost. See, it's hard. It's hard. Let's try again. I kind of like this game now. I kind of like this game.
More bones to gnaw!
Hogwarts Patrol looks tough. Crash me on top of the troll to take him out. That should keep our groomers safe to take out those brutes. Oh. Alright, I got an idea. I got an idea this time. Oh shit. Okay. I want to start over again. Crap. Is there a way to restart? Restart. I'm kind of learning still. Bear with me.
Boats to dawn!
Our shuttle will start crashing on top of the shuttle, take them out.
Nailed it!
Hammer time!
Dingo!
Oh, this is a good push. Get a miner going here. Now let's see.
Station!
Oh, we're kicking ass this time. Let's go all in.
Dingo!
Oh, easy. Look at that. Oh, I wrecked it. Wow, this game is actually kind of dope. Can you guys see it clearly? This is really cool. Enemy push can taking out weaker backline. Yeah, I am actually. Would you mind taking a moment to post a review later? What is this? Controls. Between these, which do I want to level up? I don't know, I really like these dudes. I like, Hippogras are so good.
Hammer time!
Oh my god, there's Westfall! No way. Claim reward. Choose a bombard troop. Bombard troops deal heavy damage, area damage to ground squads. Choose one below. Ooh. Plague Crawler, Bat Rider. Ooh, Bat Rider sounds cool. Flame Walker. Oh, they look cool. I think I want that. Yeah, we want this. There's Westfall. When vultures kill an enemy, another will join the flock. Okay. I actually really like this game. I would never have thought I would have enjoyed something like this. Start.
Stay sharp!
Money, money, money. Nailed it.
What's the plan?
Oops.
Hammer time!
Ha! Begone!
Oh shit, that's a waste. That was a waste.
Nailed it.
As dingo!
I just blast.
Stay sharp!
What's the plan?
Oops. Oh, the chest?
Hammer time!
What if I do?
As dingo!
Oh, now I can, oh, I see.
Hammer time!
That's the advantage of getting a tower. What kind of put around the boss?
Stay
You
sharp!
can.
Money, money, money.
As dingo! Stay sharp! Stay sharp!
Oh, wow. So let's get Janet in the back
What's the
line.
plan?
As dingo!
Hammer time! What's the plan?
Money, money, money. Nailed it.
As dingo!
Oh, but I do have this. Oh, that's cool. That's one of the harvesters from this game is awesome, actually.
Bingo.
Really are strong.
Hammer time!
Oh, and then here, this is zap them.
Nailed it!
Stay sharp.
Oh, let's just, yeah, it's,
What's the plan?
Bingo.
what is this? Hey, how do you upgrade her? Increase for turn slot. Okay. Will you get guilds at... Alright, we're gonna take a little break. This game's dope though. This game's hella dope. Wait for you. The game is tight. I like it. What level am I? Am I 4? Level 2? Not a guild member, I want the level 10. Yeah, this game's tight. Alright, we'll come back. Close. Let's load up Classic again. I like that game. Let's get level 25.
Just browsing my wares, or is there something specific I can help you find today?
Oh, and we should get some troll potion. Troll. Usable. That's really neat that the Warcraft Rumble, it's like the characters from, it's like the actual like universe, you know, it's not just the characters, it's like the actual continent points and all that stuff. And like, I don't know, the characters from that location, and I kind of want to make a Murloc army. Let me see what you typed, Priya. You're funny. Oh, do I need to hide the thing? No, it looks good. At least I think, yeah, I think I got it. It looks right now. All right, what do we want to do? Let's go to the Westfall. And is there a way, like, looking for a group? I'll mess with that later. Yeah, looking for a group. Deadmine need heals 1 TPS. Keep an eye out for...
Where is it you would like to go, lass? For just a few coin, my
let's
griffins can
go
get you there
Westfall.
faster than even the swiftest horse.
If anything, what I'm gonna do, some kind of way. There's lag in stream. Yeah, I think that the internet's just slow today. I probably just play for a little bit longer. I'm gonna try to level up and then maybe I'll take a break. It's kind of nice outside. Just, yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about getting a basketball video in a bit.
How are you?
All right. Wait, I wanted to do this. And I could have swore something I wanted to check. Oh, and also, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I need to upgrade my druid abilities. I keep forgetting. I'm going back. I'm going back.
Where are you going? Well, if you're looking to get there quickly, then look no further.
Have a good one.
Oh my god, this game cracks me up. Warcraft Rumble's kind of tight. Is the stream so messed up? I think it's fine. Just that slow internet. Level up. Yeah, my internet's slow today. You know what I want to re-listen to? I wanted to do this the other day and I never did it.
Just a sound cue for it
Oh,
until I tried to play without sound, and I'm like, wait a minute.
No, I died at 56 or 50. Sorry, Jesus Christ, 46. You need a heart to repair, we can summon. Ooh, wait, actually true. Sure, yeah, let me do that. Wait, where's my hearth at? Booty Bay. Can I go now? What I die from? Exclamation mark death. Dog shit. can try to summon me now, right?
Just browsing my wares, or is there something specific I can help you find today?
It won't work. They can't summon you back without going outside. Oh,
See you
okay,
around.
never mind. Doesn't work.
I can't cast that yet.
Oh. Wait, it does. Okay, let me hearth. It'll work. It will
Oh, I
cancel
have some
the-
Dr. Pepper. That's good. Let me pop some Dr. Pep.
Ask for a port instead. In case you guys wipe, you won't have your hearth up. That's true. I don't think we will, but
Oh wait, I'm going completely the wrong places. Oh, let me see if I can upgrade my.
to be honest,
I don't get too many Skinners in here looking
That's
for
okay.
training.
We don't have to worry
but
about
I
it.
guess
It's
I
okay.
could teach you something if you're ready.
it's not like I'm a warrior and my weapon broke or a hunter or something. Damn, he didn't drop shit. Bro, what happened to Fanny's light a balloon? That was my last character, okay?
I love this is the druid area. I love the druid area. Druids kind of just fit my personality, you know? I'm a yogi,
Sorry, I got scared for a second.
into nature.
Welcome, my sister. If you're here to train, then I would be delighted to train you.
Thorns.
There will be a time soon where the call
Rake.
of the Emerald Dream will take hold in you. You will
Swipe.
hibernate for many years and walk amongst the purest of forms.
Yeah,
It is
Tiger's
there and then that your
Fury.
ultimate training will take
The other
place.
day, but then he got back to 40 in like
Regress.
one sit, which was
Remove.
actually
Did I use all my? Oh my gosh! I got so many things. Remove curse. Ooh! Wow! I just used all my. Oh my
40
gosh!
overnight.
Jeez, I just got a ton of new upgrades. All right, first. Thorns. Level 3.
Break just does damage, but it's not even worth using in Classic. It does no damage at all. Which feels weird. Because, like, I'm used to, like, as a
Okay.
feral, you always want to keep up, you know, your Rake, your Rip, you know, your Ferocious Bite when you have an excess of combo points, but that shit doesn't happen in Classic because your energy
There you
regen
go.
is just terrible. So, yeah, you're only pretty much just supposed to shred and Ferocious Bite for the most part, so... That's one of the things that Chance was raging at me about, just because I kept trying to like keep up, like Rake and Rip and things like that, instead of just not even bothering with them and just ferocious biting. So, yeah, because like Rake, its damage is awful. It's probably a side effect of listening to it for a while. Tranquility.
And just ferocious biting.
An 11 bear weave once I get geared. I'm playing resto at 60, so
Tiger's Fury. Ooh. Swipe is for bear form. Shred.
Rad videos? I haven't yet. I know
Rip.
there's a new one out. I will. I'll actually watch that.
Rake the target for an additional 3 damage every 9 seconds.
It's only 8 minutes, yeah, but I don't want to do it in a dungeon. I feel like that could be sketch. My brother? I don't know how he's doing. He doesn't talk to me.
He's doing very well. How are you doing, step sis?
Oh my god, Brian.
Don't worry about it. You're welcome for your help getting you out of that dryer earlier, dude. No problem. Anytime.
Jesus. Ah!
Moonfire. Level 4 Moonfire. Ooh, nice.
I
Shoot
wasn't even doing that
ammo
much damage. He
raise.
was on my dick.
I think that was everything. We can only hope. We got some big upgrades.
So many people died here. Spook.
All right. Okay.
I need more mana.
I drew your trust. He has a mob tag. Oh god. What level did he get mob tag to? Wait, what is his character's name?
Where is it you would like to go, lass? For just a
Westfall.
few coin, my griffins can get you there faster than even the swiftest.
Let me see what chat said. These are some. Yeah, I know they are some nice upgrades, baby. They are.
Pitchfork? E-juicer. Oh, he's playing a rogue. Nice. hit a Twitter dive this morning and realized I interacted with like 5 of them. That's okay. I don't mind.
Oh, for 6 seconds.
You've never played WoW at all, but you just started classic hardcore. Your chances of making it to 60? Pretty slim. I normally wouldn't recommend people play hardcore if they've never played classic before, or played WoW before at all. So, yeah, it.
That ability isn't ready.
Okay.
Girl, she's actually really happy. True, I do like that. I like when girls comment on my stuff. Just like, oh, thank you. Move your character? You can move it to a classic hero realm. That's it. Then you're on classic, not even like a wrath realm or anything like that.
Energy.
Yeah. I think, to be fair though, Sears never played WoW before, and he's doing fairly well, but also, I mean, he's also a streamer, so. He definitely has like a chat that's like helping him and like letting him know like, yo, this is, be careful here, like this is dangerous, you know, stuff like that, so. I'm actually very impressed with Sears, so.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I'm letting my team do some of the work right now. I'm just here. He's moving at a slow pace, but whatever works for him, that's completely fine. He was actually at the level quota that Chance made, so he's doing great. As long as he reaches it, he's good. It's better than like rushing and then dying and then you're behind. So, you know, like my dumbass.
Ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet.
Oh yeah, for sure. Which I think is fine.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. Ability isn't ready yet.
I am level 43. Making good progress.
It is too far away. Not ready yet. I don't have enough energy.
Doing
Not
great time?
enough
I am,
energy.
yeah. I am.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, the upgrades are actually. Look how. Do you see how powerful I am now, Priya? I am freaking like killing it. I've been doing really good, but I mean, like, I am kind of a tryhard at everything I do. But like, I've been pretty impressed with myself. Like, I'm getting more relaxed in the dungeons. But it's kind of like you feel responsible for the whole group. And as the druid, I'm kind of like DPS and healing. But it's starting to become very natural to me. Even right now, I'm practicing like the mindset like I'm like, soda popping. I've actually been doing that all week where I'm like, it's kind of cool that Soda plays druid too, and Fandy. Fandy's like becoming like my favorite streamer. I really like, I don't know, and it's funny, I swear to God, it's one of those things again where it's like, when I first seen Fandy as a streamer, I didn't really care for her, but then, the whole hardcore classic thing and that one day seeing her character die and how she came back, and then now look, she's level 43, so impressed.
Nice, good job.
And she knows what she's talking about. I listened to her talk in the background, obviously. She knows what she's talking about. Like, she was actually talking about cat form a second ago, and she was saying how Chance was giving her a hard time that
thank you for the prime.
worrying about shredding and ripping or whatever when she should just be ferocious clawing. Just little things.
I'm at
Okay, I got
I can't do
the
that.
chest that I needed.
I don't
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say, let's go for you. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Nice! Operation Get
Oh.
Fandy Gear.
Yeah. Yeah, I know my weapon's broken, but
Alright, is it time?
I don't want them to have to run
They
all the
turn
way
on
up
each
to summon
other?
me. Mm-hmm.
After all we've been through? Oh shit, it's not my extra
Yep,
real.
sheep moon. There you go.
Yeah. She never heart beats these, right?
Wait, what?
She never heart beats these, right?
Oh.
It's kind of funny. Today's like one of these days. Well, I'm like sort of addicted to World of Warcraft, but I'm not really in a rush to go anywhere today. Like I was gonna say I could just take like little breaks outside and.
They do. The weapons are mostly a stat stick, so it does affect me a little bit. I also have a counterweight on the weapon, so it does affect my attack speed, because it gives me 3% attack speed. But
These are all level 17. What the fuck? We gotta find a better spot to grind.
what in the fuck? Jesus.
When we got a hearth in 1 minute.
I'm like totally brainless. Did we fight with the witch doctor yet? Or is he coming up?
Which one?
The
With the tiara?
Zumra.
Oh
The guy who
no,
drops
he's
the
up here, I
stuff?
believe.
Okay. Yes, let's go, please.
I don't have enough.
Give me his gloves. Yeah, I already did. Wait,
Oh
really?
no, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we did. Never mind.
Fuck! No!
For more than anything I ever knew.
The warlocks can summon, but they can't summon inside of the dungeon. So they would have to walk all the way out and summon me. That's why I just didn't bother with it, since it's not like I'm like a warrior or a rogue or something, you know.
Where are you going?
It's like,
Well, if
it's
you're
just
looking to get there
stats,
quickly,
it's fine.
then look no further.
See you around.
No, we have these guys, and then we have Godzilla.
What are you looking for? Safe travels.
Now we're back. We could buy that last ability too. Let's go buy that last ability. I think we have enough silver now.
I did. I got a chest piece. That's gonna be really good for me at 44.
Where are you going? Well, if you're looking to get there quickly,
this guy also drops a
then look no
helm
further.
that would be good for me too.
Let me
I
get
have
some
the
air. Be right
Wolfset
back.
helmet, which is technically BIS, but I'm not really power shifting, so I'm not really making like the most use out of it. So for me, not power shifting, definitely the helm here would probably be an upgrade. I'm not really like bothering with it. I'm too sketched out to power shift because I don't want to like dump mana power shifting to try to be more efficient with DPSing and then needing like to be able to heal myself in an oh shit moment. So I'd rather just have my mana for like heals and things like that. It's spooky, man.
I had a quick question, Fanny.
What's up?
So I'm about to go to Searing Gorge with a guy named Jesus. He looks like a hunter, level 60. Do you have any reviews that you would want to give to me before I go and head out there?
Just tell him what the plan is. That way, you know, you don't do anything a little sketchy at all, you know?
4 out of 10? Got it.
Yeah. I feel bad for him, man. He got so much shit. It was kind of my fault too.
That makes you feel any better? I basically decided, you know what? You can kill 2 of them.
Oh, the shoulders dropped.
Oh, do we even have a paladin with us? Unlucky.
Nope. No, the deaths that are popping up are like everybody. Not guild deaths. The guild deaths will pop up in like a red flash here. Connell is still going. No way, man. Stand alone inside I. Stand alone. Oh my god. The fact he's still going strong is great. Christopher, have you had a chance? Do you know McConnell?
I fucking love McConnell.
Have you checked
I was
out
in
his
no
stream
for 2 years.
right now?
What the fuck is he doing?
You should just take a little look-see. I want to see what he says. Now, you got timed off for that, Dragons? Because it's really lame. At least call me like a dumb
trumpet game.
dumb bitch or something.
Trombone.
Yeah, he's been going at it for his whole stream. I admire the dedication.
You know, he's funny, but he scares the shit out of me sometimes. I roleplay with him in NoPixel, and every time he got mad at me, I felt fear IRL.
Dude, I killed him in Among Us, and he like rage quit the lobby. But he like yelled at me so much before because he was trying to suss me. So I ended him. It was great.
Yo, you got bigger balls than me.
Yep.
He's been playing freestyle for 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Oh, Pat coming from behind?
Yeah, it's... Oh, there's a Pat from behind, and there's one in front of us as well.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta pull this thing. Oh, pop that, okay. You wanna pull this in the archway?
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll probably... Yeah, we probably should, actually.
Alright, I'm back. Let me turn some lights on in here.
Okay.
Got
you
them
said-
lights
Guy's
on.
big dick in it.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Our fearless leader. Dynamite? Hurricane? Huge damage.
Okay.
Okay, it wasn't that huge. Never mind. Never mind.
What did I have to do?
No, Barrick, thank you. Thanks for the tea.
Oh, I can buy the
Appreciate
the
it.
spell.
No note either. Thank you. $57.
Oh wait, I always go the wrong way. I go to the wrong trainer every time.
That hurts, man. Dynamite again? Hurricane? Oh, I got aggro. Did I get the healing word? Alright. Yeah, I have a threat meter. It's right here. And it's above their frames as well.
Do it.
You have spooky? I don't feel like it's... I feel like it's too spooky. A dungeon that's spooky, we like Sunken Temple, I think, is kind of scary. Right? A lot of like the higher level dungeons too are just like scary as well. Clearing all this out so we can do Godzilla. Any of the plague then? Oh yeah, Skull they have Strapholm in Classic, right? Sorry, that might be.
I'm not.
I'm pretty sure they do. Sunken Temple's scary because it's a maze. Yeah, that place I have I have gotten lost in. Here, I innervated him. He literally.
And then invite people. All right. I'm locking in on my way to Booty Bay. Do we have a... Yeah, troll potion. Let's get some music rolling. Let's get some music rolling, huh? Let's pause Fandy. Let's close the guild. What was that music that was really clutch for me? Oh, and I wouldn't mind listening to Arnold talk about being a champion.
When I used to do seminars on how to become a champion, I would always ask people, why do you want to be a champion? Or what do you want to accomplish? Why are you training? And they will, if a guy would get up and he would say, well, I want to train because I think that if I get muscular and, I feel like I'm getting the kind of definition, then I maybe can enter a bodybuilding competition. I said, sit down. I said, if you think this way, you're going to be a loser. You're never going to make it because there's no maybe. You got to get up and say, I want to be a champion. And I do whatever it takes. The amount of hours it takes, the posing, the this, the that, the visualization, looking at training footage, looking at motivational books, reading this, whatever it takes, I would do. That's the answer I want to hear from you. You can detect right away those that are going to be shaky and that will fall behind and they will not go all the way, and those that are very hungry. And that hunger you have to develop because you have to create a goal for yourself, whatever that may be, a short-term goal and a long-term goal. You got to go after that. And if you do not see it, and if you do not believe it, who else will?
Experiencing pain in your muscles and aching and just then go on and go on and then go on. And this last 2 or 3 or 4 repetitions, that's what makes actually the muscle then grow. And that divides then one from a champion and one from not being a champion. If you can go through this pain barrier, you make it to be a champion. If you can go through, forget it. And that's where most people lack, is on this having the guts to go in and just say, I go through and I don't care what happens. It aches, and if I fall down, I have no fear of fainting in a gym because I know it could happen. I threw up many times while I was working out, but it doesn't matter because it's all worth it.
Everyone has a problem with time, but the day has 24 hours and we sleep 6. Now, I know there's some out there that say, whoa, I need 8. Well, I say just sleep a little faster. Because the bottom line is we have 6 hours of sleep, 24 hours are available, so you have 18 hours now available to your work, your family, your hobbies, and also to learn something new or to do something new, which could easily be that you want to learn a new language, or that you want to read as a New Year's resolution, I have to read a book every week, or you say, I'm gonna go and reshape my body. So you're gonna go and take this hour out of your schedule and say, I'm gonna train an hour every day. So this is, for most people, a huge challenge, but it is totally doable, I can tell them, because the kind of things that I did when I came to this country, I went to school, I was working in construction, I was working out my 5 hours a day. I was taking acting classes from 8 o'clock at night to 12 midnight. I was doing all of those things. I wanted to make sure that out of the 24 hours of the day, that I don't waste one single hour. Those hours were too precious. And so there I just want to tell people, don't give me this thing, I have a difficult time with the time and I don't have time for this and I don't have that. You have time, you make the time.
I had this need of coming to America. When I started learning about America at the age of 10, and we got geography lessons and learned about America and saw the first photographs. I remember those photos in the textbook, but also in Super 8mm film footage that they showed in the classroom, about the Golden Gate Bridge and the Empire State Building and the 6-lane highways and all this. I said, what am I doing here in Austria with these little roads? I want to go over there and I want to be part of the big deal. And so I had always this desire, and I felt like that the only way I ever would get to America, because in those days it wasn't common that you buy yourself a ticket, that no one could afford that. So I had to kind of accomplish something big that takes me to America. And then when I read about this guy, Reg Park, who won Mr. Universe 3 times and then became a star in Hercules movies, and then was in Italy filming, and then in Hollywood filming, I felt that could be the ticket I should become Mr. Universe, I should become kind of a second-rate Spock. Of course, no one really bought into that. My parents thought I was totally insane. And, but they just, I think that my parents really thought that there was something terribly wrong of being that driven. You know, because I would come home at lunchtime, and then instead of having lunch, I would do 200 sit-ups. And then at night, I would go to the stadium, and I would be lifting weights. I would come home at 10 o'clock at night, and I would be continually lifting weights. So it was like one of this insanity in the military. I would continue lifting weights, no matter how the training was and how tough the basic training was. I would always then lift weights afterwards. I think it's the most important thing that we have a very clear vision of where we go. A goal, where do we go? Because you can have the best ship in the world. You can have the best cruise liner, but if the captain does not know where to go, that ship will drift around the world and out there at sea and will never end up anywhere. And this is exactly the way it is in real life. If you don't have a goal, if you don't have a vision, you just drift around. And you're not going to be happy. This is why it is so important to have that vision. Now, I created that vision in Austria, because I grew up after the Second World War. Austria, right along with Germany, lost the Second World War. And the problem was that everyone was so depressed because they lost the war, that there was alcoholism everywhere. There was, of course, depression. There was a terrible economic situation. There was famine. There was starvation and all of those things. And also it was kind of a little place and narrow. I felt kind of, I wanted to get out of there. I wanted to escape. And I couldn't see myself really to work there and to stay there, to work in a factory, or to work on a farm, or to even to follow my father's footsteps and to become a police officer. I couldn't see that either. As a matter of fact, that's what my parents wanted me to do. But that's not what I saw. This was the vision of my parents, but not mine.
You got to work your butt off. If you think that you're going to go and accomplish something really special and be the best in anything in the world, and you think you can do it without working, you make a big mistake. Because no matter what I did, if it was in bodybuilding or in acting or if it was in the political arena, it always took a lot of work. And you got to put out, and you got to, something make a lot of sacrifices. Notice, if you're not willing to work hard, forget about it.
Wow,
So
look how cool they are.
It's very important.
Oh,
Don't be afraid to
58.
fail. Because if you're afraid to fail, then you're always holding yourself back because you're afraid that if you go all out, you may fail. Well, in weightlifting, we learned that very quickly. The only way you could break a record is if you're willing to fail. That's when you put on more weight, you try it, sometimes you will not be able to lift it, which has happened to me many times, but eventually, when you train hard enough, you will lift it. So don't be afraid to fail.
and a
How far can you
warrior.
fall?
Cool tunes.
Not enough energy.
Alune be praised.
That's awesome. I want to get those mounts. That's so cool. See, Booya's a ferocious feline too. Whoa. Party at Ratchet. Sweet. No rush. Oh, it's Junior. Sorry about that. I zone out when I play Warcraft, guys. What up, yo? We're about to do Wailing Caverns. Alright, Sosa's about to be here. Is he on a boat or what? Or maybe he took a flight. I think he took a flight. Here he is. Oh, she did like a speed buff. Oh, she has aspect of cheetah. What is she? What is Soso? A hunter. I really love the Night Elf characters so much. I like never get tired of the Night Elf aesthetic. Like there's Booyah. But I like seeing other Night Elves. I love it actually. Ooh, Sosa's a beefy. Oh yeah, you know what I kind of want to listen to is my dogs are home. I can hear them. Ruff, ruff, ruff. I was going to listen to Michael Phelps's coach.
Keep it quilted means you keep it the best.
When shopping for them sorta becomes gifting for you.
Please go ahead and be seated. We're going to get started right at noon. One thing you'll come to learn about the First Year Success Center is that we operate in excellence. And so we said noon and we will start at noon. It is wonderful to see such a full house this afternoon for this very special event. Good afternoon to all of you and welcome to the First Year Success Center's VIP 3 Student Success Series, a special kickoff spring event with Coach Bob Bowman. My name is Maricel Herrera, and I have the honor of serving as the director of the First Year Success Center here at ASU, and I am so excited to see so many people here. I mean, I don't see many seats vacant, and I know that we had over 400 RSVPs, and there's about 250 people in the room right now. So thank you for coming out. I can tell by the decision to be here today that you're some pretty sharp, world-class students, faculty, and staff. So again, on behalf of the First Year Success Center and University College, I want to thank you all for attending this very special event. For those of you who may not be familiar with the First Year Success Center, we provide a variety of high-impact, holistic coaching services targeted at ASU freshmen and sophomore students on all 4 campuses. This effort is led by 75 peer coaches, students like yourselves, upper division students, all the way to PhD students who want nothing more than to pay it forward, to help you succeed in the ways that they have succeeded, both inside and outside of the classroom. So I'm just curious, who in this audience is a freshman or sophomore student that has already met with their success coach? By a show of hands. Yeah, that's right. Give it up. Give it up. What we know from the coaching profession, whether that's life coaching, athletic coaching, is that highly successful people in every walk of life employ coaches. It is a smart thing to do. Celebrities do it, athletes do it, and we do it here at ASU. So if you have not yet met with your success coach, I implore you not to leave this event without finding out who that person is and making an appointment to do so. And we've set that up for you before you leave today. You'll be able to actually set up an appointment before you go. The reasons that we believe that this is so important is not just because we think we're pretty cool people and we employ pretty cool coaches, but as we enter our 5th year of existence, we have now conducted 50,000 appointments with students at ASU. We have 50,000 pieces of data that tells us that, in fact, we do make an impact on your success and your retention, on your GPA, on your satisfaction. And the best part is that this experience is free. It's free and it's for you. So again, we invite you to participate in our services. This event is the kickoff for our monthly VIP3 Student Success Series, where we provide power-packed coaching, if you will, on a variety of topics relevant to freshmen and sophomore students, and quite honestly for students at every point in their trajectory. On your seats, you'll see a small paper that has a calendar of the upcoming spring series. This is the kickoff. We have some amazing additional series every month coming up that are open to all of you and your friends. Before I introduce our keynote speaker, I want to give you an overview of this afternoon's agenda. We will begin our talk with Coach Bob Bowman, where he will share his method for achieving world-class excellence. I like the sound of that. Do you like the sound of that? I mean, there's excellence, and then there's world-class excellence. And I don't know about you, but I kind of like that upgrade, okay? World-class excellence. After Coach Bob Bowman's talk, there'll be some time for Q&A, and that's why there are mics set out. So please save your questions to the very end. We'll do some Q&A, and then after that, our Associate Director, Kevin Correa, will provide some guidance on the remaining portion of the program, which will include lunch, autographs, and photos with Coach Bowman on that side of the room. I also want to point out that we really...
God, this woman is like a pain to listen to.
The demand for proficient electricians has reached unprecedented heights. Introducing VR...
Number one, the 3 phases of high performance. What I like to call the first phase is the imagination phase, okay? That's where you use your noggin and your heart, come up with something that excites you and kind of drives you forward, right? You get into kind of the goal-setting phase. Part of the imagination phase is goal setting. And a big part of what we do as athletic coaches, and really coaches in general, is help people go through the goal-setting process. I'm going to tell you some stories about Michael because I feel like Michael, in many ways, perfected goal-setting more than anybody I've ever known, and visualization and all the other things that go along with it. So that's a very, very important technique. Next, we have really my personal favorite phase. It's called the challenge phase. That's where you have to work for these things that you've set up, right? So as Thoreau said, you've built your castles in the air. Now you have to put your foundation under them. And then finally, you reach the high performance phase. And what you find out about high performance is it's just a natural outcome of your process that led up to it. It's not something you can sit around and think about all day and it'll just happen, right? I mean, everybody in this room can sit and visualize and see a gold medal every day of your lives, and I don't think that's really going to help you win one. But there's a process that goes into it, and once you learn that, you could have the potential to achieve anything you'd like. Are you there? Okay, good. Let's get started.
Not enough energy.
Okay, got it. You have any questions? I don't have to. Okay, cool. No, I got it.
Not enough energy.
I'll tell you a story in the meantime, okay? It might not be funny, but it teaches you a lot about learning process. When I was a young coach, there was a very famous coach, his name was Paul Bergen, and I wanted to go learn from him, okay? One of the things that I think you'll find about success, what I call the first rule of success, is find people who are successful in the field that you're in, learn how they do things, and you'll be well on your way to being successful, right? Do the same kind of things, you'll get the same kind of results. And what that will do over time is help you save time making a lot of mistakes. You're going to make plenty of mistakes anyway, right? You know, the definition of expert is, I think an expert is someone, Niels Bohr said, an expert is someone who's made every mistake possible in their field. And I have a very narrow field, right? Just like this. And I don't know if I've made every mistake possible, but I'm getting there. Very close. I've pretty much made all of them. So I went out to Napa, California, where this guy was coaching, but he wasn't really coaching. What he had done was he was in a semi-retirement, and he was training thoroughbred racehorses in this sport. And then he would come and coach this little team, and I worked with him on the little team. And what I quickly found out was he was spending all of his time with these horses, so I had to go to the barn every day to pick his brain about swimming. But once I got in there, I started liking horses, and I had never really been around them. And I started learning how to take care of them, how to clean the stalls, walk them around. Dude, pretty cool, actually. Good experience for me. And all the while we were doing that, we would be talking about swimming. His favorite IM set, or my backstroke should be swum, or whatever my question of the day was. I decided that I wanted to learn how to ride a horse, okay? And so he was like, you can learn to ride, but you're gonna have to learn how to do all the steps that lead up to it. You're gonna have to learn how to clean a stall. That's the first thing I learned to do. We practiced 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, right? Every day. And then you're gonna have to learn how to put on the tack, clean them up, get them ready to be ridden, all that kind of stuff. So I learned how to do that. But what I thought was important was how he taught me to do that. Every skill that I learned in that barn had a process. First thing was he would demonstrate how to do it and talk me through it, right? You want to learn how to put a bridle on? Yeah, so he would do it. Okay. He would do it for a couple days. I mean, it was really boring. I'm like, okay, I got it the first time, but we do 2 more days. And then he'd do 2 or 3 days where I did it and he taught me how to do it as we went through, right? And finally, he'd let me do it by myself, but he would watch me. And then after that, I could be trusted to just kind of do it, right? And one of the things we had to learn how to do is put these bandages on the horse. You know those things that are on their ankles? The reason that's important is if a horse is out there running and somebody's on their back and those come undone and the horse trips, people can get killed. So it's fairly important that you do it right. So he showed me how to do it, and then he brought out a clipboard and he said, here, there's 100 spaces in here. You got to do 100 of these with me watching you before you can do one by yourself. And I thought, this isn't really that much fun anymore, right? But we're already in it. So he taught me how to do it, started checking them off. And the first 20, I did really slowly and perfectly. And then after that, he started bringing out a stopwatch. So I'm going to time how fast you can do this. Because at the racetrack, you got to be able to do it in like a minute. You got to get it all done. So he started timing me. And about the last 20 or so, he started yelling at me. Come on, get this done. What's taking you so long? You got to get your time down, right? So I was learning how to do it under progressive pressure. Another very important skill, particularly in my business. So finally the day came, and I was going to get to ride this great big horse called Steady Ring. And we went into this indoor arena. It was in this farm. And Coach Bergen sat on a bucket in the middle of the arena, okay? And I got up on the horse, and I felt like, you know, Lafitte Pinkai Jr. famous jockey, right? So I was up there all excited. We started walking around. Then we learned how to jog, and everything was going great until I got to the far end of this arena, and I think the UPS truck drove up, and it scared the horse. He took off the other way. I mean, like really fast. We're in an indoor arena, by the way. And I freaked, right? I was screaming, whoa, at the top of my lungs. I was doing this. I was waving my hands and legs. I was screaming, everything like that. The horse is going. The wall is coming up really fast. Horse gets to the wall, stops, puts his head down. I go over his head and slide down the wall like a pancake. It's my first ride, right? The horse kind of is fine. He's jogs away. He's having a good time. Coach Berg is still sitting on the bucket. I am somewhat distressed at this point. And I walk up to him and I was like, well, and he said, whoa means stop. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm pretty smart. I got that very first time. But here we have this whole thing. He's like, whoa means stop. Now get back up. So I did, and we finished our lesson. And I got the horse cleaned up, bathed, and all this stuff. And at the end, I was like, you know, Coach Bergen, what does this whoa means stop? Because I kept thinking about it. He said, look at it like this. It's like when the horse took off, you know, you're yelling whoa, which means stop. But your hands and feet are going like crazy like this, which means go like hell. So he got so confused he didn't know what to do. He just got rid of it.
As Naralex descended deeper into his nightmare,
And that's a lot like
strange breed
my
of
coach.
beasts arose from beneath
It's
the
very
barrens
important
into
in
the
whatever
wailing
walk of life you
caverns.
choose to
These
go
deviant
into
creatures have
that
strange otherworldly
your actions and your
properties.
words
While evil in
are
nature,
matched up.
It is my opinion that some good can come
As
from
you're
their
finding out
existence
today, I
here
have
in
my problem
Calador.
with public
I
speaking,
believe their hides
but I
will be
don't have a
particularly
problem on a
useful
daily
ways of
basis
leatherworking.
having my athletes
If
know
you
who
feel
I
up to
am
the
and what I'm about and what we're here to do. So I think that's very, very important when you start your journey. Okay, we're going to start the pictureless program here. There's a great picture of me, Allison Schmidt, and Mike back in some time. So, the imagination phase, goal setting and strategic planning. Sounds exciting. It all starts with a dream, right? And that sounds almost trite, right? Because you hear all the time, oh, I have a dream to do something. But that's really what it's about. It's how you can see yourself in another way, in another place, in another energy level, right? You know, that's what the dream is. It's something out there that drives you forward when times get tough. It's something that kind of guides everything that you're doing. And I'll use Michael as an example. When he's very low, I taught him this goal setting process. And it's like, get out a sheet of paper, and on the top of it, write your dream goal. And then after that, write your goals for this season. And under that, you write 3 things that if you did them in practice, you were guaranteed to reach those goals. Da-da-da-da-da-da, okay? And I still have this paper because on, you know, top of it, it says, my dream goal is to swim in the Olympics. He was 11 years old, which is okay. All you little kids think this. Big time team in Baltimore. Everybody thought they could win, and that's the way it should be. But on the back, it said, I want to win a gold, and it was crossed out because I know when you wrote that, you said, oh, that's just too big a goal. I can't write that. I'm just 11. So he just put, I want to swim in the Olympics and turn the paper over. He didn't know I was going to write that. My point is, it was already in his mind that that was something that was important and meaningful and exciting to him at age 11. This wasn't a process of a couple years or 4 years. This was 20 years to get to where he ended up this past summer. You can do the same thing. You know, his goal started out to swim in the Olympics, and then we started refining that kind of dream goal for him. And we had a meeting in 2008 where, and the Olympics were coming up, and this is a big one for him. You guys are probably too young, but in 2008, Michael won 8 gold medals, right? Okay? Never been done before. It was a big deal. But what we were trying to have in this meeting was we wanted to get him to let us know how he wanted all this to be handled. Because, you know, in the Olympics before, we just kept saying, we just want to win 1 gold medal, we just want to win 1 gold medal, because we'd never done that before. And And in this one, it was kind of out of the bag that he could win gold medals. He won 6 last time. So we wanted to know, do you want us to downplay expectations? And in this meeting where his mother, his agent, and, you know, because we can walk this back, we can say, you know, Michael, 8 gold medals is just really far out. And we don't know if anybody can. And we talked and talked, and all of a sudden it got real quiet. And finally somebody said, so Michael, what do you want to do? And he said this. I want to be the best ever. And I have never believed anything more in my life than those words when he said it. I had 100% conviction that he would do that and we would do it. It wasn't something that he just threw out there. So what that does, it's the catalyst for everything else that happens after that. Your dream goal. What happens there? It establishes the forest, right? It gives you the direction. It's way out in the future, and it's pretty vague in some respects, right? The further out in the future you plan, it's very general and vague. The closer into where we are at the present, it's very specific, right? So your dream goal's out there, but it's exciting, and it's something that's going to motivate you, and it's going to give you that general direction. You don't know every tree that's going to be in your forest until you start traveling, right? But you know the right forest. You're not in the studying engineering all day and think that you're going to win an Olympic gold medal in swimming. Although maybe you could do both, but it would be hard. Provides an emotional catalyst for change. Your dream goal is emotional. When you think about what your dream goal is for you, it can be anything. And one of the things about this performance model is, I think you'd be very surprised that these world-class athletes, they don't ever really think about it in terms of winning or losing. It's in terms of being their best self on the right day. The best that they can be. And if they do that, that's it. I don't know if you watched the last Olympics, but Michael's last individual race tied for second. Like, listen. But you know what? He got in the race and said, that's how it's supposed to be. That is how it was meant to be. I left everything in the field. And really, some of Michael's best races were races where he didn't win. One of his best all-time Olympic races was in 2004 at the 200 free. He got 3rd. He and I would both tell you that was his best swim in an Olympic Games where he won 6 gold medals. His best swim was one where he got 3rd. He made the most improvement. He faced the toughest competition, and he stepped up, right? So there are a lot of things to do, but the emotional catalyst is your dream. And it finally, this is the key one, right? In my line of work, most of the stuff we do is incredibly boring. And I imagine in many things where you're trying to be successful, it's not exciting. Almost never. There are times and there are moments, right? I get to do stuff like this, so this is awesome for me. But in general, I get up at 4:15 in the morning, I have my cup of coffee, I go to the dark swimming pool, I write this stuff that these kids are gonna come in and do. They've done most of it before. I'm always on them to try to do it better. I'm really pretty unreasonable about it. You have no idea. You have no idea. Because that's how you raise the bar, right? So you've got to have something that keeps you going. And I don't know, you know, you have to think about what that's going to be. It's different for everybody. You know, for Michael, I want to be the best ever. That'll get you out of bed. This is a lot to do, right? I want to be the first person in my family to graduate from college. That's something like that. I want to be president of the United States.
None can stand.
Whatever that is, right? Whatever's driving you to work, that's where this comes in. Because that'll get you out of bed at 5 in the morning and get your butt to work. Because that's what it's going to take. Come on. All right. Well, as Michael would say, every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you. A dream is not enough. You got to have a plan. Because, as I said, we can all dream of a gold medal all day long. That's going to do very little with helping us actually reach one. Got to have a plan. Here's how the plan works. You have to have specific objectives. Okay? Now we're going to talk about some longer range goals and then And those specific objectives are less, your objectives are more general. But we're going to have some short-range goals, and then your objectives are very, very specific. So in the future, it's general. The present, very specific. But you have to have those. Every one of my kids, they want to hit certain times. That's what we work towards. We don't work to say you want to win the Pac-12. We say you want to swim 52 seconds in a 100 breaststroke. Once they get that established, then I say, all right, let's come up with 3 or 4 things in practice that if you do them on a daily basis, consistently, over and over and over, you are guaranteed to go 50%. That's how it works. But those things are very specific. And those are things that make me love swimming. I hope that you will pardon my language in the next minute, but there's a quote from a book that I absolutely love. Mark Schubert, who's a famous coach, said, the great thing about swimming is 106 is 106, and no amount of bullshit's gonna make it a minute. That's where you gotta be. If you wanna be your best self, you gotta look at the numbers, you gotta work towards those. And you gotta get rid of all this other clutter. There's so much out there, and you'll find it in your life every day. People think they know, the experts know. In swimming, we have these websites now where all my athletes can go and read about themselves, and these guys that, anonymously post can tell them what they're gonna do or not do. It drives me insane. I actually stopped reading the ones about me. My life got a lot better. You can choose what you pay attention to. You have a clearly defined time frame, okay? You can't just say, use a person. I want to lose 20 pounds, okay? When? Well, I don't know, I just want to do it. Next thing you know, you're on the scale and you've gained 5. In the next year, in the next 6 months, something, right? I want to, there's anything that you can think of in school. I want to make all A's this semester. That's a very finite time frame, right? Everybody knows it. You know when the midterms are, you know when the tests are, you know when the checkpoints are, and hopefully today you know where there's 4 or 5 hours where you can actually work towards it, because that's what's going to happen. Okay? Very clearly defined. That's your roadmap, right? Once you get all this in place, you have a map for where you're going to go. And what you're going to learn is the journey is going to be a little bit circuitous, right? It's not going to be exactly what you mapped out, but that's going to keep you going in the right direction. And your coach is your GPS. We're the guys that when you're going, right at 90 miles an hour are like, turn left, turn left, turn left. And if you listen to us, you don't wreck. And if you don't, you learn some important lessons, okay? I put a quote on the workout this morning, and it said, I always put a quote on every practice so they get a little bit of inspiration and I get a little bit of inspiration. This is by Will Rogers. It was a great quote. It said, good judgment comes from experience, and most of experience comes from bad judgment. Something that you learn every day in college, particularly your freshman year. I'm sure you guys are figuring that out. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about the kinds of goals. Dream goal, long-term, general, and broad. Mid-range, 1 to 4 years, maybe your college career. Specific, it's a little flexible. Most of you might not know what you're going to major in or what you're going to be when you first get here. Some of you will. I thought I was going to be a film composer when I got to college. Next thing I left, I was a swimming coach. Okay. It happened. And that's where your journey will unfold as you take it. Your short range goal is 6 months. How about a semester? 2 semesters, right? Very specific and measurable. You know what you're going to do in that time period and what needs to be done. And your coach will help you set up those goals. And then finally, the most important goal of all, right now. Are you going to doze off or are you going to listen to this stuff and get something out of it? Am I going to eat the cookie or am I not? I'm usually 50-50. Not always perfect. Okay. But That's the key to success. Because what you're going to find out is the great thing about life is it's just made up of your choices and decisions. You can always make a better one, but at the end of the day, in 5 or 6 years, you're going to look back and you're going to realize that where you are is a direct result of thousands of decisions that you made on a daily basis. It's pretty powerful. One of the most powerful things I've. Here's what our plan looks like for a year. And it is not important at all that you understand any of it. But it looks kind of complicated, but you can see it's relatively detailed, right?
I can't carry
It has
anymore.
different kind of training phases and types, strength training, endurance training, speed training, where they kind of fit into the general plan in these sections of time. We have specific competitions. We have altitude training camps where we used to go to high altitude and train. We have the important meets in red, the lesser meets, you know, kind of in this blue. I don't know what that is, maybe purple. That's a kind of medium meet. The volume of training, as you can see, I work on pretty much all the time. There's a few variations, but not a lot, okay? And that's my roadmap for a year. I can look at that every day and say, okay, where are we? How are the kids doing at this point? Does it look like we're on track to be where we want to be at the end? You can do that for yourself in anything that you're doing.
I can't carry anymore.
One of my favorite sayings. You want to win? What's important now? Not what's important tomorrow. That's the hard part. I find generally, and I find it with myself sometimes, right? You kind of get overwhelmed by things, and you just say, well, tomorrow. I did it yesterday. I've been putting off organizing my closet. I moved into a new house. I've been putting that off for 3 months. Yesterday, I was like, if you don't do anything, you're just going to do it. And you know what? Once I got started, it took about an hour and a half. Every time I'm at home, and you know, like, my other bad habit is I'm very good about washing my dishes in the dishwasher, but then I don't put them back up. So then as I use dirty dishes, I put them in the sink until it's full, and then I finally do it, you know? If you just decide to do it, it takes you about 10 minutes to clean the kitchen, the whole thing. But you'd wait forever, right? I know none of you would do that. So just decide you're going to do it, and do it now. Action is the foundational key to success. Performance planning. Write down or type your specific target if you want to type it. I like to write it because I think it's more personal. And I think research would show that if you actually write something down, it's more meaningful to you. Right? See, it's good checks there. That's good. And you don't have to write it and post it on Facebook. If you want to, you can. If you want to tell the world, go right ahead. But it can be very private. You know, Michael and I never shared any of his goals with anyone, even after. We just never had them. Just something that's private. Specify your content. Identify your objectives. Visualize success. Do any of you visualize? Very. Visualization, I try to explain it to people like this. You're just running a movie in your head of yourself basically attaining your goal, right? For swimming, I want my athletes to visualize themselves being in the venue where we're going to be. I want them to visualize it like they're actually swimming the race, what it'll look like. I want them to visualize like they're sitting in the stands watching themselves swim the race exactly the way they want it to go. And I want it to be as specific and as visceral as possible. I want them to smell the chlorine. I want them to see what everything's going to be like. I want them to imagine it in the most vivid way possible. You know why? Because brain cannot distinguish between something that is vividly imagined, something that is real. By the time my athletes step on those blocks, no matter, they have swum those races hundreds of times. And they don't have to think consciously about, gee, what am I going to do in this first 50? They've already rehearsed it 100 times. It's automatic. And that's when the body performs best, is when it's automatic, not when you're consciously thinking about things. Very, very important. I'm going to tell you a Michael visualization story. A couple of them. He got very good as a child. I taught him how to do this progressive relaxation technique. Have you ever done that where somebody reads through and says, clench your fist, tighter, tighter, you know, that kind of, you go your whole body. After about a week of doing that, his mom would do it before he went to bed. She'd just start reading and he'd fall asleep. He got very good at being relaxed. So then we said, okay, when you get yourself in a relaxed state before you fall asleep, let's start running the movie of your performances. And he would start doing that. He starts doing it for all these major meets. And there are a couple of those that really stick out with me.
I need to get closer.
He came in before the Beijing Olympic Games, and he said, you know, I keep having this dream over and over. And I was like, do I really want to know this? And he said, yes. He said, I swim, I look up at the scoreboard, and the clock says 3:07. Well, if you're a swimmer, that's not a time. We don't swim 300s. It's not really any time that would kind of, maybe it could be a relay time in college, but not in the 50-meter pool. And, you know, sometimes as a coach, honestly, I just wanted him to shut up and go away. So I said, okay, that's probably your 300 split. That's probably your 300 split, your 400 IM. Because if you're going to do 403, you're going to be 307 at the 300. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he went away. I went on about my business. It's not always, you know, love all the time. We have things that we got to do. Well, I don't know how to describe how I felt in the final, the first final of the Beijing Olympics, when in the 400 IM at the 300 mark, I looked at the scoreboard and it said 307 flat. The hair stands on my neck right now when I think about it. He is so powerful at visualizing, he's screaming it. Your mind is a super powerful thing, guys. The more you exercise it, the better it gets, the better you get. And visualization is super important. Rehearse success every day. You know, for my guys, it's impossible for them to get up on the block and swim their goal time in a 200 free while we're training really hard. It really happens at the end. But you know what? They can do the middle splits. They can do turns. They can do a start like they're going to do in a race. They can do any number of small things that is going to help them succeed. They can warm up the way they're going to warm up at their big meet. They can put on their warm-ups just like they're going to do on the day of their big event. They can think through what their plan's going to be. And every day you can do that too. You know? Some of you want to be an astrophysicist, but you know, you can't do that today, but you can think like one today. You can read an article about it. You can get your math so smart that you are guaranteed to get in the program that'll take you there. Think about what you can do today that will eventually lead you to your long-term goals. And rehearse it. Just do it over and over. Okay, challenge phase. Gotta move along. Attitude's everything. I tell my guys all the time, is it an ordeal or is it an adventure? It's up to you. And this school thing, like I said, it can be boring, it can be very hard, and anything worthwhile is gonna be very, very hard. If it's not, you're not growing, right? You have to be challenged. You want to challenge your body. If you're going to exercise, you challenge your body, it adapts. If you want to get your brain better, you challenge your brain, it adapts. But without stress, you just stay the same. And honestly, I should correct that. No one stays the same. You're either getting better or you're going the other way. That's how it works. No one stays the same. And what we hope is most of the time we're going in the good direction. And if you are, you're going to end up taking a great journey. If you don't, you're going to end up with a bunch of excuses and wondering why you are where you are. Right? I'm not big on excuses. Matter of fact, I hate them. Okay, I'm going to talk about something very important. Process and outcome. The basis of my program is that the process of success is more important than any outcome. seems counterintuitive for athletics is we live and die by the wins and losses, right? If I go down there to Arizona on Saturday and we come back with less points than the Arizona men's team, I don't think anybody here, particularly the ones that pay my paychecks, should be too happy about it. I'm definitely not going to be that happy about it. But you know what? There are things that I can do to control that and things I can't. I can't control how fast they're going to swim. I can't control the conditions in this pool I've never been to. But what I can control is how we prepare for it and how we prepare for it every day for the last 6 months. That's what I do. The process of success is important. I can control the standard of practice for our team. What is the standard that we set for ourselves in practice? What is the standard that I set for myself in coaching? How are we going about practice? What do we do when we walk in the door? What is the attitude that I expect from them? What are the things that I'm modeling for them that they need to learn on a daily basis? Those are the things that I control that I focus on. If you're a football fan, you know Nick Saban, don't look at the scoreboard, play the next play. That's what wins football games, successful plays. Not what's on the scoreboard, the time left, or what the points are. Very, very important. And this is a way I want you to think about it. This goes back to a lot of basic things, a lot of basic, really physical instincts, all the way back to like fight or flight, you know. On this side, you have process, and over here you got outcome, right? And everybody can have different kind of goals. Process goals are things that your specific objectives, right? My process goals as a swimmer are I want to swim 10 100s on 105. Outcome goals are I want to win the meet at Arizona. I want to win a gold medal. I want to get an A in this class. I have to have that A to go to grad school. Let me tell you how what you think affects how you perform. Activation level in the middle refers to your physiological activation level. Okay? When you perform anything, a test in school, a race as a swimmer, a musical composition in a recital, it involves physical and mental. Okay? You're going to be in a physical state based on how you think. Right in the middle, that dot, that's where you really perform your best, where you're kind of balanced, right? When you think about process goals, you know, over here, and outcome goals over here, right in the middle is your best physiology. Once you go past this point, you're kind of overactivated, nervous, right? That happens over here. Over here, you're too lethargic. You're kind of asleep right here. And then you're kind of dull here. And then you kind of get to the point where you're ready to do your thing. You can control that activation point by either thinking about outcome or process goals. Let's do an example.
Shit.
Let's say that we're in a swim meet and you are on a relay. Okay?
Go.
And I come up to you and I say, okay, here's what we need to think about in this relay.
Jeez, I'm running out of space.
Make sure you breathe on the second stroke. You need to be at a 1.2 tempo. And when you go into the first turn, your head has to be lower than your hips. You're going to be like, it's going to put you in a certain state of mind, right? If you come up to me and I say, well, the whole meet's going to ride on you. You're the anchor of this relay. It's all coming down to you. So I guess it'll be your fault if we lose. That makes you think a different way.
Oh, wait.
And, you know, I manipulate people with this, quite frankly. I have people that I think are too lethargic, and I put them on an outcome goal. I say, look, you don't do this, you're not going to swim in the finals. So I think it's time for you to step it up. I rarely do that because most people want to do well. But most of the time, we're talking about process goals to bring people back into their range, right? We're talking about the specific way they want to swim the race, the specific things they have to think about to be successful, the things that they've rehearsed in practice. You'll find that with yourself. If you have a big test, you know, back when you took the SAT, was anybody nervous about that? If you thought about the process of getting ready? Well, I've taken all these tests. I know that my math skills are this. Oh, here are some words that are going to be on the thing, right? That'll lower your nervousness level.
Yo, Dennis, what's up? I'm focusing. I'm in the WC. I'll read it in a second. And yeah, I'm just focusing. Here, let me heal dunks.
You're going to be under pressure. And that's whether you're going to go out and play some Mozart for somebody, whether you're going to race something, play a football game, take a test, or go on a job interview. It's all the same process. Focus more on your process, the things that you can control. All right. Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Okay, this is getting kind of hairy.
Growth without discontent. A good friend of mine, Lou Tice, he developed a thing called the Specific Institute. They work with a lot of people. Pete Carroll from Seattle is one of his big guys he works with. They came and talked to the Olympic team. I got a chance to spend some time with them. He said, there can be no growth without discontent. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. The essence of Olympic competition is we're trying to get people to do a normal and predictable performance in a very abnormal and unpredictable environment, right? People are like, what's it like to be in the Olympics? And I say, well, imagine it's like this. If you were in your backyard by yourself, could you hit a three-foot putt? And almost everybody says, no problem. Could you do the 3-foot putt if your whole family was out there watching? Could you hit a 3-foot putt on Sunday afternoon at Augusta to win the Masters? Everybody's like, maybe. How about if you could do that 3-foot putt on Sunday afternoon in the Masters in the middle of a hailstorm in the dark? That's like the Olympics. It's not the 3-foot putt. It's not swimming at 200 free, right? They're trained to do that since they're 8 years old. It's doing it in an environment that is absolutely crazy. So we spend most of our time working on managing themselves so that they can be in these environments. And a lot of it has to do with being uncomfortable. Okay, no growth without discontent. Think about your goals in this way. When you set a goal, you develop a mental picture of yourself in a different place, different situation, right? You are different when you get there. That's why you want it. You're going to feel differently about yourself. You're going to be doing different things, and it's going to be very different from where you are today. Your brain spends a lot of energy on a subconscious level making sure that you know who you are. Called ego. It reinforces certain beliefs that you have about yourself, and they're pretty strongly held because you get them since you're a kid, right? Your mom says, oh, you know, you're accident prone. Guess what? I don't know why I'm in accidents all the time. My mom just told me that. Don't get in an accident. You know you're accident prone. So you have some strongly held beliefs about yourself and who you are and what you're doing and what you're good at, all these things. When you set a goal, you're seeing yourself in another way. There's a gap between those two things, right? Your subconscious mind will gravitate to the picture that is held strongest. Visualization is so important. You visualize yourself in the future being successful at what you need to do. And you think about it a lot, more so than this other stuff. That's the direction you'll move. And you'll find a lot of things start to occur in your life. You don't even know how they happen. It's because your subconscious mind is taking this picture. Make sure you're visualizing. And during that process, it's going to get uncomfortable. You're going to feel like, oh, like this, I'm kind of out here. What if people reject me? Or what if I can't do it? Or what? Don't worry about it. Just go towards this picture. Super, super important. Once you get there, you'll develop another one. But if you always stay in your comfort zone, you will never branch out and go to the new place. And there are parts of your mind that don't want you to leave your comfort zone. We're safe here. We know who we are, right? We know what we're doing. All right. Overcoming obstacles. Be prepared for any circumstance. I'm going to wrap it up in 5 minutes. Guys, if you followed some of the Olympics, Michael dove in one of his Olympic races and his goggles filled up with water. and he couldn't see anything. So what he did was he counted the strokes that he'd done in practice, because he knew in practice he always took about 21 strokes of butterfly. He just counted his strokes. And lo and behold, worked out, Olympic gold medal, world record. But I don't know that many of us would have done that under that pressure, right? That was during the 8 gold medal thing. It had to happen, right? He goes back to some things that we did when he was younger. We were at meets, and I would always try to put him in situations where he's younger. One time we were at a meet in Australia, and I saw all this stuff on the floor, and he had his goggles on the floor, and I stepped on him. And then he swam his prelim race, and he came back, and I was like, well, that was pretty good. He's like, yeah, not bad, but for some reason my goggles filled up with water. I'm like,
jeez, I'm getting...
But he learned how to do that, right? He had another race where he didn't even take his goggles to the blocks, and I easily could have just carried him over there to him, and he looked over at me, and I was just like, I don't know, just better swim without him. He swam without him. He won anyway. But he built some confidence, and he learned some skills that under pressure, when he faced adversity, he can rely on those things. So practice. Practice. Embrace adversity. Don't shy away from it. I know some people that just want to be comfortable all the time. Don't do that. Not good for you. Practice getting the best possible performance in the worst possible conditions. We do that all the time where I live. I don't want my swimmers to have perfect conditions. I want it to be tough. Don't try to make everything perfect for yourself. Be tough on yourself. You don't have to have a fancy pool. You don't have to have 3, physiologists working with you every day. This whole thing started with me and Michael in a pool that Time Magazine called an underfunded YMCA. We didn't need a lot. We just had some goals and some energy. I have a good friend who's an Australian coach, and he had his team came out one day, and they were complaining that the water in the water fountain was too cold. Wasn't cold enough. So the next day there was no water fountain. They just took it out. Teach them to learn how to deal with it.
Oh my God.
You'll have to adjust your plan. You got your good plan. You've got your motivation, you're out there, things come up, adversity comes up to everybody. 6 months before the trials for the Beijing Olympics, I got a call on Sunday morning. Michael had broken his hand slipping on ice in beautiful Ann Arbor, Michigan. That pretty much could have been a dream killer for us, but what we decided to do was just do what we could. And what we could was, they said, well, you could be in a cast for 6 weeks, or you can have the surgery and be swimming in 10 days. We're like, the surgery is tomorrow. And they got it done. And we just
I'll
worked through
read
it.
your second.
And everything was still possible,
I have to
but
focus.
we definitely had to change
I'll
some
read
things
that message in
around
a
to make that
second.
happen. So you got to be prepared to adjust your plan.
We're right at the
One
end.
final thing that I think is really important. This actually might be fun. Details. Everybody does the big things. Everybody in swimming does the big things. They go to practice 10 times a week. They have some talent. They do weightlifting. They do the major things. But what they don't do are the fine points sometimes. And I want to show you a race that kind of illustrates that. And before you do that, just look at those little fingers right there.
We already have living root, so I'll pass. Here we go. Oh my God. That's always scary.
How many of you watching that think he won?
I can't carry anymore.
I didn't. I was like, oh, he got second. And I turned around and was like, oh. Okay, my point on this is that you're a swimmer, you do what we call repeats. That means you don't just get in and swim straight for 2 hours, right? You do swim for 4 laps, take a 10-second break, swim for 4 more. You know, you just do that over and over. It's called repeats. And the end of every repeat is a chance to practice a perfect finish. There are ways to practice a perfect finish. In butterfly, the way to finish in butterfly is with your fingers perfectly extended and horizontal, going straight into the wall, driving straight in a horizontal plane. Well, the guy who got second there swam a great race, and at the end, he was very tired, started floating up, and there's a picture where you actually see him underwater, and he's like vertical, right? And he's touching like this with the flat part of his hand. Michael comes into the side, drives it right in. It was not because Michael made some decision in that moment. You can't make a decision in that situation. You go with your instinct. But what he did do was go back to about 12 years of me yelling at him about his finishes every repeat. Do it over. That finish was terrible. We got to do it over. Make sure you're on a straight arm. You know, that kind of thing.
Not enough mana.
So he had ingrained the tiniest detail, which a lot of you would think would not matter. It really matters. I can tell you. I bought a 37-acre horse farm and built a 5,000 square foot house off of that 100th of a second. I promise you it mattered. To me, it mattered. So, you know, and it mattered a lot more to Michael than it did to me, I promise you. But, you know, that was something that I always, you know, don't be afraid of the details and insist that you do them right every time. Not just some of the times. It's hard to do it right every time, right? I mean, it's really hard. But that's why you got to have a coach that's kind of pushing you, right? Don't expect less of yourself. Expect a little more every day. You know, when Michael won the 8 gold medals in Beijing, I was kind of nervous because, number one, I wasn't really sure he'd get there because it seemed like kind of impossible, right? We were working towards our process, and we did all we could, but it's going to need some luck. He came through this thing where people were being interviewed. You know, it's called the mix zone. So you have to wind away, and then I would meet him at the end, and I was just like, what should I say? This is kind of important, right? And he came out, and I literally just said, good job. I mean, I didn't know what else to say. And then, of course, he later told USA Today, yeah, all I had to do was win 8 gold medals to get a good job from Bob. Nothing's ever good enough for him. But that's part of the mindset, right? If he would, when you've got somebody super talented or when you have talent, it's easy to do certain things. My job is to keep raising the bar. And he'd come in and he'd go 50 seconds, like, you know, 50's pretty good, but I bet if you took 2 or less strokes and you did 3 more kicks off that wall, you'd go 49. And that already started the process towards the next thing. It's just like you guys, whatever you're doing. Wow, you know, I made a B on this test, but I think if I just really got this part of my studies down, I could make an A next time. If I got all A's, then maybe I could look at this graduate program. You know, it's all the same process. And the thing that I'd like for you to understand is this high performance thing is just the natural outcome of all those decisions. I'll leave you with one more quote because everybody says, oh, you got lucky. Yeah, luck's when preparation meets opportunity. I'm all about the preparation, and I thank you so much for having me today. It's been awesome. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right, thank you, everybody. We're now going to do a Q&A. Brandon has the microphone, and if anyone has a question, just raise your hand, and Brandon will walk over to you so you can ask Coach Bowman a question.
Hi, Coach. How do you surround yourself with people, specifically friends or people that are in your life, that keep you accountable when things aren't always working out well? And this goes for like something general or anybody at any age.
Well, I think the great thing about your life is you can decide who you spend time with. You can't decide every person that you spend time with, but you can decide the important people. And one of the things that you can do is what you've got right here. This center right here. Accountability, right? Definitely in some ways. And I think that you seek out people who are successful in something you'd like to do, get them on your team. You know, that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to have coffee with you every week, but I bet if you reached out to some people, they would be more than happy to share some time with you and kind of help you along the way and hold you accountable. But you know, your best friends, your true friends are the ones that are going to help you. I did so well, there's no question. Yes?
Coils of death will crush you.
Yeah, we'll get this.
Hi, I had a question about, you were talking about goal setting and things like that, and my goal is higher, but what is your goal now?
One of the reasons I came here
Oh
was I knew I
shit,
needed
15.5? Oh wait, that's
and the challenge of
greed.
being able to help young people in a college environment, being able to build a program at ASU. We're not a very good program right now in terms of how we stack up nationally, but we will be, and that's what I'm doing. I mean, you know, we came in and, you know, this year we just had a ranking at the midway point that the men's team was #1 and the women's #2 most improved team from a year ago. That still doesn't mean we're going to go win the NC2As, but it means that we're going where we want to go. So that's putting all this to work, right? Yep.
Hi, I was just wondering how you transitioned from wanting to be a coach to being a coach.
Okay. It was hard because I loved music. And I was one of these kids that did everything when I was younger, right? Like, I swam, I was in the band, played the violin, played the piano, president of the French Club, National Art Society president. I did everything. My parents raised me to be like super type A, you know, nothing's ever. Blame them. So when I went to college, I actually took on 2 things. Swimming. When you're a varsity swimmer at a Division I school, you are training about 20 hours a week, so about 4 hours a day, most days, or 3. I was a composition major at Florida State, which is also a very highly ranked music program. It's the reason I went there. And what they told me then was, well, you got to do your classes, you've got to practice 4 hours a day piano, because you had to practice your instrument 4 hours a day, and I picked piano. And you've got to go to 20 recitals every semester at night, or concerts, and they check you off at the beginning and the end. You couldn't just go and then ditch out, right? I did that for the first 2 years, and I was like, I really don't have time to like eat or sleep right now. And there are probably a couple other things that college is supposed to be about except for practice.
Oh shit.
So I decided to switch to, I just couldn't get away from swimming because I love the people in swimming so much, honestly. And I like the music people fine, but honestly, music was a lot more cutthroat than swimming. Sounds weird, right? But there were a lot, yeah, it was tough because, you know, to make it in music, you gotta be really tough. And I just decided to get a minor and get my degree in psychology because then I thought I would have some flexibility where I'd want to go. And I was already thinking that I wanted to coach. Thank you.
Coach, you mentioned being uncomfortable and being challenged. So at this point in your life, what makes you uncomfortable and who challenges you?
What makes me uncomfortable is coaching a team that's ranked 15th in the country and the women 33rd. I'm expected to be #1 and have been in pretty much everything we've done. People who challenge me are the people I work for, Ray Anderson, and I love it. That's why I came here. Dr. Crow. I've had several meetings with Dr. Crow. And by the way, if you want to feel like you're the dumbest person in the world, go somewhere with Dr. Crow. I did this thing. You know, they kicked off the 2020 campaign, fundraising campaign. You probably see some things. Well, there was a big event at Chase Field Thursday night, and I was lucky enough to have a little speaking part in that, you know, with the teleprompters and all this. And Dr. Crow comes out and just gives his speech from complete memory, all these numbers and facts, right? And he probably went on for 15 minutes without ever looking at the teleprompter. I'm like, God, you are so dumb. You could really be so much better at this. So it challenges me, right? I do think what challenges me now is trying to build this program, trying to improve my skills at working with young people your age, which is a little bit different from these guys were older, they were younger, and then all of a sudden they got older. And, you know, that's where I really find my biggest challenge. It's kind of a performance challenge.
Hi. How did you know? I'm fascinated with how when he was 11, right? That's when you started coaching him.
Yeah.
How did you know that you wanted to invest? Maybe you didn't know that you were going to invest, the next 10, 15 years of your life with him. But how did you know that he was going to be that?
To be quite frank, I didn't know. I mean, I knew he was a great age group swimmer, right? But there are tons of those. There are tons of hotshot little kids that never make it. I'll give you a little bit of personal story. I don't do personal stuff, but I started off in coaching just like on fire my senior year of college, and I immediately got a job with a huge team in Cincinnati Marlins I should never have gotten, right? But it just happened because I was like hungry. And I was on this fast track, and that was in 1988. By 1996, I was coaching a team in California, was making some pretty good money, and I was about to do exactly what I wanted to do, put people on the Olympic team. I had a guy who's ranked #1 in the world in 100 breast, #2 in the world in the 400 IM. So that
was a stream's been laggy.
So in 96,
All right, thanks.
there were obviously going to be big factors in the Olympics. Everything was going right for me. In the fall of 1995, both those guys came and
I don't
said,
know where I'm going. Hopefully I'm going the right way.
"You've helped us so much, but we can't train here with all these little kids. We're going back to where we came from." As you can imagine, I had been putting a lot of time and effort into this. And I was like, you know what? Screw this. I've done everything right. I've given up my whole life for this, and I'm not ever going to get to the goals that I wanted to. So I'm just going to go back to school and start over. I got a call from my friend in Baltimore who had this very famous North Baltimore Pod Club and said, well, if you're going to go to school, you should just come here with us, and you can do a little coaching to make some money, and you can go back to school. I wanted to be a veterinarian of all things. I told you I was into the horses, right? I just kind of got into that. I don't know. But I'm terrible at math and most science things, so it was kind of hard. It was a stretch. So I got there, and about a year later, I'm coaching this group, and this kid comes in. And the reason I think Michael was so successful was I was kind of out the door. I said, you know, I don't know if Michael can make it, but he's got more talent than anybody I've ever seen, and I'm going to do everything I can in this year or two that I have with him to make him successful down the road. I just took myself out of the equation because I never thought I'd ever coach him. I was just going to coach him right now. And he got really good. And then I kind of got back into coaching. It was fun. I was coaching some of the older people, and actually got to a decision where when Michael was 12 or 13, I had been coaching him for a couple years, and he was really now starting to show some things. I actually got offered this big job in Atlanta, which was kind of my dream job of coaching. And the guy in Baltimore sat me down and he said, well, you know, this job in Atlanta is a great job, and you could probably take it and do everything you want to do. But if you stay here, you'll be Michael's coach for the duration. And he still wasn't that good. I was like, are you kidding me? I stayed. And it just started to happen. That really wasn't part of the plan. But what was part of the plan was I was going to do everything that I could as well as I could with him so that he could succeed. And that's what we just talked about today. So that was what happened. Sometimes you're going to get to a point where you get a roadblock and you just think you can't get there. And if you keep going, I think almost always you find that you will get there, one way or another. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah.
So how have you seen Michael and your other swimmers pass on like the success strategies that you've taught them onto others, and like how do we as coaches, pass on what we've learned?
It's great. It's very, very good. I think that the way they pass it down most importantly is through the culture that we create for our team. You know, the thing that I do, you know, if somebody asked me the other day, what's your coaching philosophy? And I said, my philosophy is that I want to create an environment where success is inevitable. That if you're in the environment and you buy in and you do the things we ask you to do, you will be successful. So I think he's been more of an example in that culture. And he's really passing on down to there's a kid that we had at this last Olympics that got a silver medal in the 400 IM, Chase Taylor. He's been with us since he's 7. Michael's been his role model the whole way. And there have been some times, you know, actually, there was a time Trace was training here, and I got on him about his flip turn. And he had kind of not been doing it right for a long time. And Michael had been on him about it. And finally, I just decided, you know what? I have had it. You're going to do it. I kind of dropped a nuclear bomb on his head about this flip turn. And I know I seem really sweet and nice as I talk to you today, but I can get a little bit forceful. And I thought he was actually going to leave. And Michael called him up, and he's like, look, I know Bob is hard on you. It's only because he wants you to succeed, okay? And if you don't change that turn, you don't have a chance to win a medal in the Olympic Games. And he kind of came back, and then Chase never did a bad turn again after that. And in the Olympics, he came back afterwards, and the first thing he said was, you know what, that turn really saved me about 5/10. That's why I won the silver medal. So I think the combination of kind of reinforcing what we're doing is how he passes on. Now through his foundation, the SIM program, he's taking these lessons and giving them to tons of kids through the Boys and Girls Club. So I think the things that you want to do are, number one, you want to understand and have empathy for the person that you're dealing with, right? And then you want to communicate with them where they get the message. As a coach, I have a toolbox, right? When I first started coaching, the only tool I had was a hammer, so everything looked like a nail. You do this, you will do this because I said so. And you know what? That is incredibly effective.
Greetings, traveler.
It also will wear you completely out. You cannot be other people's motivation. They have to motivate themselves. So now I have the hammer, which I used on Chase, you know, the sledgehammer that time. But I also have, you know, pat on the back. I have logic. I have empathy. I have, you know, setting up a plan. So what you want to do as mentors is add to your toolbox, because it's going to take a different tool to reach different people.
All right, so that's all the time we have for questions. We're now going to move into the next portion of our event. First, a quote that I want to share, since Coach Bowman, you like quotes. This one is attributed to David Viscott, and it is, "The purpose of life is to discover your gift. The meaning of life is to give it away." We all take a moment and thank Coach Bowman for giving away the gift of his knowledge and insight for achieving dreams.
Inventory is full. I'm out of range. Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
Ooh.
I am awake at last.
Let's see who gets it. Dum Dum's got the ring. Nice. Wait, I got the ring. Oh shit, I got the ring. Yo, I got the ring. Nice. Thank you. Sick.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what can I help you with? See you later.
I need to use the bathroom really bad. That instance is... What happened? F. We're almost level 25. Oh, my phone's gonna die. Let me plug in my phone. Shoot. Let me read chat. Yo, what's up, Grayson, right? Yo, Grayson. Is the stream still lagging, Priya? Yeah, it's lagging for me, too. My internet's so bad today. I'm tempted to just take a break and go play basketball for a bit. Because is it lagging really bad for everybody? Yeah, it probably is. Gonna take a break. Looks like it's lagging.